everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. So the D-line's going to spread out. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Right back to Washington. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And he's got Peak. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense draws.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Washington. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Throw on second down. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Simeon now to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Maybe a free play for Simeon. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On second down, Anderson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the 50, it's Simeon. Over the middle, opens Thomas. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On first down, Simeon. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, Leopard. Leopard. All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Here's Simeon. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Set. Green, 39.
Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Simeon. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Janikowski now for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Simeon. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, Simeon. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He's got it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Try it again on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. Crabtree with it over the middle. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now Carr throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. After the interception, here's Simeon. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Simeon. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off of play action, Simeon. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Throwing again is Simeon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Now let's go.
Simeon throwing again. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he's brought down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First down throw, Simeon.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Simeon looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, here's Simeon. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Now Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Simeon on first down. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Four yards remaining now on second down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Over. Set. 3-19.
Simeon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue line, Leopard.
Now it's Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
Now let's go. Blue line.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Down. Here's the run with Anderson. Finding room to the 20. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green.
They give it to Anderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He completes it to Peak. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, here's Carr. He gets it here to Peak. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Here's Washington. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington, 32 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 50 at Simeon. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective. And this is caught inside the 5. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. From the 4, it's second and goal. Now a run with Anderson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 3 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give. It's Washington. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second down, Washington. They find some open field here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. DeAndre Washington. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Out Set to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. To throw is Simeon. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, Simeon. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Simeon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the give, this is Washington. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Raiders on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Sheds off the tackle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go. 3-19.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. So now it's first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Staying on the ground with Washington. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build